So a lot of people, they have heard various stories about the TPI and adjusting the power valve. With our mapping, you can adjust the power valve any way you like. If you run the power valve really tight, sometimes you can get a rich condition, but it's really not going to hurt anything. Our mapping is of such that now the power valve is much more usable. You can pick a yellow or a red spring. I've not tested a green spring, but it'd be fine. You may end up with a rich condition, but it's not the end of the earth. You can adjust the power valve, and what we tell people to do as a starting point is to bring it out flush and then go in one turn. I use a number 2 Phillips head because I know it fits, and I know I have some laying around. Some of you have the special tools, which is fine, but sometimes if you have certain skid plates, you can't get in there, and the number 2 Phillips head will go right in there. You push up against it, and then you just turn it whichever way you want it. It fits perfectly. There's no damage. Make sure everything's clean before you do this so that you don't have something interfering in the way, but you just turn it. And I typically come out to flush, and then I go in one turn. If you want to try 2 turns, it's okay. There's no wrong or right answer. I know you'll see people say on the internet, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, in the stock trim, the bikes can get lean if the power valve is turned out. So just be aware of that. But with our mapping, it allows you to have much more flexibility. Our mapping is designed to operate like a carbureted bike. So we're safe. We've tested this. We've run the guts out of this bike. It's got about 50 or 60 hours on it. It's been ridden by expert level riders. It's been ridden on my farm, which is got some of the most brutal terrain in the world on it. This bike still has great compression. It runs great, no issues whatsoever. We've maintained the oil injection system on it. It's been a great bike. As far as anything else goes, this bike does have an idle screw mod done to it. This particular bike, the way we do it is we set our air screw to 1 turn, and then we set our idle speed. That, I have found, sets the TPS at a good voltage. Everybody wants to know voltage. You don't have to worry about that. If you set the thing at 1 to 1.5 turns and then set your idle speed, it'll put you in the proper range for the voltage. You'll get, the bike will have great throttle response. And again, if you're running a stock pipe, you may have to run the air screw out to 1.5 to 2 turns. If you have a pipe guard on it too, will make the bikes run a little bit, it can run a little bit richer. They will run a little bit hotter with a pipe guard, but they can run a little bit richer. So you can keep it in that 1.5 to 2 turns out. You can try as far in as a 1/2 turn. It's just what you like. Our mapping is safe. We're putting lots of fuel to it. We're putting a lot of oil to it. We're over doubling the amount of oil you get. It's not like you're going to have not enough oil in the bike. Run a good quality of fuel. We run pump gas. We treat our pump gas. I don't endorse anybody's particular product. We use a product called K100. You can look at the reviews on it. It's a great product. There's other great products out there. But we always treat our pump gas because, 1, I believe that people should be able to run pump gas, and 2, it is, the quality of fuel, especially when they have weird things going on with the fuel, that it's a safety net. Again, this bike starts every time. It runs great. We have mapped this bike since day one, and we spent over 70. We developed over 70 maps for this thing, and this is the one that we came up with. If you ride it and you don't like it, we don't have a problem changing the map for you. It's a pretty simple thing. We can detune it. We really don't want to go much more with any more. We've kind of put it, what I would say, on the upper edge. It's in terms of performance. You know, if you were going to be doing some other things, we're in the process of developing some maps for some high compression heads. I do know on a 150 map that our stock mapping is compatible with a high compression head. Again, we run stock heads, but if you want to run a high compression head, we will be able to accommodate you. And please feel free to contact me with any questions. You have our email is raceadvllc@gmail.com. We will have new emails up on the website. We'll be launching the website any day. Actually, that's what these videos are for. Which is tpituning.com. You're welcome to give us a call. There'll be a phone number on the website, and we'll help you out. We're not here to not get you through it. We're here to answer questions for you. There's a lot of bad information on the internet, a lot. I've been doing this for 30 years professionally. I've been riding for 50 years, and we have taken these motors apart countless number of times, and so we've got a lot of experience. We spent a lot of time on this. We're not selling you a bill of goods. I'm not selling you a bunch of happy horse shit. I'm selling you a product that works. I'm not trying to knock you in the head. I don't tell you got to have 20 products for our stuff to work. Our stuff will work with all stock components. Because people, they spend this kind of money on a motorcycle, they should be able to, with some minor upgrades, get what they're looking for. So again, please contact us with any questions. Thank you.